Okay, this is the first video I've ever done. This is for a Wheeliams wheel carrier for my VW Crafter long wheelbase. I've just got this yesterday. I ordered it on Monday this week and it arrived Friday. Pretty good going considering that we're on lockdown. Now, this has all been done in raw metal. This is how they arrive. They're not treated, they're not painted. That's what you have to do yourself. It's not hard. If you've never painted any metal like this before, it's very simple. Anybody can do it. And if you're a bit dodgy at painting, just do what I'm going to do. I'm going to use some bed liner paint. Gives it a textured finish and it covers up all the tins. Now, these are all cut. That's for the top hinge. That's for the bottom hinge, just 2 bolts in each. You've got the plate, you've got the support struts, all really well made. Then you've got a 5th hole there, which goes into the door. Now I may add an extra 2 holes, because I may put a bike rack on the wheel, so I just want a little bit more support, because I'll put a metal bar on the inside of it. It doesn't actually come with any kind of a metal plate for the inside. But you can always add one yourself. It's not hard. All you need to do is get a bit of square plate cut and drill a couple of holes in them. This is going to be treated to stop any further rust, because it has been welded, and obviously when it's exposed to high temperatures it'll corrode as soon as it hits any moisture in the air. So I'll be using this vac tan. You get that off eBay. I'll be honest, it's not cheap, but it is really good stuff. I've already done the van wheels with it. These are all cleaned up, treated with the vac tan, and then acid X primer, and then gloss wheel paint over the top of that. I don't expect it to last long because it's not the best paint, I'll be honest. I've actually found some better stuff since then. That's what I'm going to be using on this, which is bed liner, which gives a rubberized finish, and it's textured, and I'll be using that. Okay, so this is a vac tan out. I'm going to try and do this one-handed. So you get a bit on your brush and you just paint it on. Now, this stuff is incredibly runny, and you'd be amazed how far just a little bit of it goes. Now, before you say it, I know it's all got into the threads, well, that will be cleaned out in a second. Just wanted to show that is it. That's all you do, just paint it on. I don't think you see me do the rest of it, because it's going to be a little bit boring, so I won't film that bit, and then we'll carry on after that. Okay, so that's it all painted up with the treatment. That'll prevent it from rusting. This stuff is really good stuff, because once it's gone off, it's makes a hard base and completely seals the metal off. And they actually use it on professional builds as well for restoration work. It's really good stuff. I'll leave that now for a while, let it dry out and harden off. You can actually just spray straight onto that now. You don't actually have to use a primer on it, even though I will be doing. Just personal preference. I'd rather get some primer on it and start with spraying it with the bed liner. I'll show you which ones I'm using when we get around to that. Okay, so the treatment's gone off, and this is its first coat of primer. You've got to pay a bit of attention, make sure you get everywhere, especially on these little recesses here. You need to get right in underneath that, because the last thing that you want is to miss somewhere and it start rusting. You'll see that I've actually put the wheel nuts in it now, I just want to be sure I keep them threads clean. I don't want paint build up in them and causes of problems and have to start cleaning out threads. Now, this is the primer that I've been using, Etch primer. It's worked really well on the other stuff that I've used it on. Very happy with how it works. Great coverage, dries quick, hardens well. Yeah, it's good stuff. Get it off of eBay. Doesn't cost a fortune. Quick to arrive when you've ordered it. I think it took 3 days to arrive, something like that. I'll let this harden off, then I'll give it another blast over with some more primer. Let that harden fully, and then we can get on to putting on the bed liner. Okay, so that's hardened off now, and this is one that I'm using for the wheel carrier. I've actually got some different stuff that I'm going to be using on the van, just for the lower skirts, just for protection against the to protect the sills a bit. But yeah, we'll see how we get on with this. First coat, just a very fine dusting. You don't want to build it up too quick because it's pretty heavy paint is this, so just take your time with it. All you want to do is a nice light dusting. Like that, just do it all the way around, just to get a coating on it, then you can go over it again. Okay, so that's the first coating up. Like I say, it's only thin, so it does look patchy. Well, that's the best way to do it. Just get some adhesion to it. It dries very quick, because I've literally just done this, and it's already drying. It does help that we've got really nice weather today as well. Yeah, it's going on okay. Okay, so run into a bit of a problem. This stuff just conked out on me. There's about 3/4 of the can left, and yeah, it's dead. So yeah, not worth paying for that. So I've had to go on to the other stuff that I've got, which is this one. Same colour and everything, same finish, so it won't really matter. But this is what I got for doing the sills of the van with. But I've got plenty of it, so it's not a problem. But yeah, bear in mind if you're doing something like this, make sure you get a few cans just in case. You can always sell them again on eBay. Okay, so that's it. All painted up with the bed liner. Just gotta wait for it to harden enough now and dry out, fit it to the van, which shouldn't take too long. Just that hole to drill out, and a couple more either side of it I think, just for a bit of extra strength. Well yeah, quite happy with that. Okay, so fixed them. Just temporary, so I can get these 3 holes drilled. That will now come off, and I can make the holes permanent. Okay, so it's fitted. We've got the 2 bolts down here. Now they are very long. That's for a reason, because I'm showing you the top 2 here. They're actually very long as well. But that's so I can actually get another bar on there. Because I want to fit a aerial to the back. Put the 3 bolts in through here. Now you need to be careful when you're doing these holes. The middle one that's standard, that's fine. But I've put another 2 in, and just behind here there's actually a strut inside the skin of the door. Now when you hit that, it will send the holes off on an angle. Now you can see all this that's squeezed out. That's the mastic that I put on the back of it. That's to seal it. I'll give that a little while and I'll get the knife out and trim that back. Then I'll edge it with some black sealer. But just inside here, that's the actual bracket that I hit, unfortunately. That's had to be bent back out of the way temporarily and it'll be bent back in, but it doesn't matter, it's not structural. As you can see from here, it's literally held on with a bit of foam tape, sticky tape, that's all it is. I've had to put, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's a bolt in the bottom one, nut and bolt, and the other two are the rivet nuts. The bottom one completely stuffed because it caught it. They all ended up being too big and it wouldn't grip. So that's had to be a nut and bolt. And yeah, it's alright. But this is sticking out the sides, that's all the mastic I put on the back of this. Basically just to seal it and make it watertight. And it's worked out quite well because as I put the bolts through, it's actually pulled the mastic through as well. So that's actually locked the threads in place as well, which is quite handy really. So I'll leave that to go off for a while. And I'll tidy it up a little bit, push it in. But yeah, it's looking good. Just need to get the wheels mounted on it now.